we are working on all of that. So the reason you don't have exact information is simply because we don't really have all the real exact information. But what we have done, what's done, and I know it's done, I've done it, is collaboration between 3 departments in Washington, D.C. in order to pull this thing off. And so they get to make the rules and they get to make the changes and they tell us what to do within that time frame. But they are working with us and they are moving everything along.
And there's an issue with not being able to have a permit on that Monday, but we do have as far as a march, but there's a permit for March on Sunday. So that's one thing that you're still working out, correct? To see what we can do on the 18th on Monday.
Well, there's national security issues which aren't really up to me, but Monday is the business day in the Capitol.
Right.
So we really, as much as it would be exciting to shut down, a nice 2-square-mile block of the Capitol of the United States, they're not going to let us do that on a Monday.
Not without going to jail, probably.
Right, exactly. And, none of us really need to be the example of who goes to jail. We're parents, responsible parents, and, that have a point. And so if we behave and we follow the rules by getting permits, by collaborating with the departments, by, bending a little bit when they need us to make adjustments, then they'll be more willing to work with us and give us what we need. And so far they have given us pretty much everything we need with a few little tweaks.
Right.
There's one last street, literally a whole form has to be filled out for one road. So this is how it works. But we are getting it done, and they're very open to what we want to do.
Yeah.
Especially if we're willing to do it on a Sunday, which does everybody free parking when they do come to town that day. So that's kind of a plus.
We are still waiting to see, because Cash Jackson, to most people, including myself, is a big part of this, since he, last year, he did the cross-country tour from Washington State to D.C., and in 2 weeks got 250 of us, and we're still waiting to hear on him. He's certainly not happy that it can't legally happen on a Monday. So we're still waiting to hear from Restoring Freedom to see what their plans are.
Papers I know in the papers I filled out, we've got him as a contact on our papers.
Right. So we just need a confirmation saying that, okay, he will be marching on Sunday on the permitted route. That's pretty much, at this point, the only...
If somebody's able to pull off some magic route that doesn't disrupt national security on a Monday, by all means, go ahead and try to do that before we need to be there, and we'll be more than happy to play along. Right now, we really need to concede to the 3 departments that run the show there. And the permit has to be collaborated between one applicant. They can have contacts. You're a contact. I'm a contact, one person fills out paperwork, and I did that. So I had to continue forward as they told me what the next steps were, and we are at the final steps where hopefully by next week we should have at least some of them back with little stamps, if not all of them. So, and that's what we're going to have to do. We can't be a bad example. We really can't. I'm not willing to be a bad example, and if other people need to break the law, then they really should not step foot back in the permitted area, because we don't want to be denied permits another time in D.C.
In the future, right. That's a good point.
To have my name go down in the dirt because somebody wants to break the law for attention, that's unacceptable. Really, we wouldn't let our children do it, and why would we do it ourselves? So we're going to work within what we have and what they're willing to do for us, and I think we should be grateful for that, honestly. That they allow these things. It is our First Amendment right, but they make it as easy as possible for us and set everything up, and they provide us with, people to stay here, park there, do this, there's bathroom. Everything's very close to restrooms, to the Senate offices that we need to visit, to the march route right there near the Capitol. A lot of sightseeing if you're bringing your family or whatever. So it's, it's it's been meticulously planned, and
Right.
with all due respect for everybody's excitement, some of this is not as exciting as we think. And
Right. Yeah, I know you spent a lot of time and your own money paying for the permits and stuff like that, and that's part of the reason why I haven't shared the map or the march route at all, because even though we had it pretty solidified at one point, these things came up. There was concerns about meeting in Area 1, the front lawn of the Capitol. They wouldn't allow anybody a permit for that area, so we had to switch that. And then the monument, now they won't let anybody, or they won't let us stop or even walk around the Washington Monument right now. So the route has kept changing a little bit, and now we pretty much have a solidified route, correct?
Yeah. What we've asked for, what we've proposed, they're willing to do, and we will get absolutely as close to the monument as we can. And the area that we're going to be near, we can actually stop for a moment and walk around. So it's not like we can't go to the monument. We can't ruin the new grass and the new renovations and the restorations. If anyone remembers, there was an earthquake that actually cracked the top of the monument, and so they've been closed.
I thought that was Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man did it. They're going to be closed until spring of 2018. I mean, they're fixing the elevator, which and they have crews and things. So we all want safe elevators and a clean monument, and we have to sometimes take a break from those spaces and let them recuperate.
So what I won't share it today, and today is actually my last broadcast because I'm going to Florida to drop off my son, but I will be live in DC a week from today, hopefully March. What?
On Friday, right?
On Friday, a week from today, to march the permitted route, so everybody can see it. I'll film it live, so everybody can check it out. And Carrie, you're going to be there, right?
I do believe so. I mean, I blew the engine in my van.
Right.
So I'm working on getting other wheels to be able to meet up with people and go down there.
Cool.
And for the day, and then we've got to get back for their obligations. So
I haven't been able to talk to very many people because of the situation with my son. We're studying for his